I'm Leanne from Bat Lady Herbals, and welcome to my video. And today I wanted to introduce you to a wonderful little plant here in Central Florida that some people might use as an ornamental in their gardens, but around here it's considered a weed because it does have a bit of an invasive tendency. And that is this lovely spiderwort. Now this is the Tradescantia virginiana. It's one of 70 species in the Tradescantia family. And it is edible and medicinal. Some of the species have been used as an ornamental and can be commonly found in garden centers, but a lot of those can be toxic and can cause some serious skin irritation. So if you want to use the plant for any purposes that I talk about in this video, make sure that you are using this, the Tradescantia virginiana. Everything in this family has 3 little petals and has a grass-like tendency. But the virginiana has these clusters underneath it from the flowers after they've wilted and they've come down. Now, the common name of spiderwort can come from its traditional usage as a spider bite remedy, but it also could come from one of the medicinal properties of this plant. See, when you break it off, it has this jelly liquid, kind of like aloe. It's called mucilage. Now you can probably see a little bit of it here, the string that you can get from it. And these strings are really small. They look like spider silk, which is where they might have come up with the name spiderwort. And it's most definitely where they came up with another common name of cow slobber. It looks like cow slobber. But the mucilage is what gives this plant so many health benefits. Just like aloe, it can be used for sunburns. It can be used for insect bites to help reduce the inflammation. And the mucilage, if taken internally, so either by eating it or drinking a tea made out of it, will help to soothe your entire gastrointestinal tract. It helps to prevent ulcers, helps to soothe and heal the ulcers that you currently have if you have them. And it also helps to reduce stomachache, but it's also a laxative. So if you're having problems with your system being a little backed up, this might be a good little plant to eat. But the root and the leaves, and to a certain extent the stems, are really good to use to help reduce stomachache. And they're also really good for women because a strong decoction or strong tea made from these can help reduce menstrual cramps. And it can also act as like a lactagogue, which means that it can help to increase milk production in breastfeeding women. Now, this is native to North America, specifically on the eastern side of things, hence the name virginiana and their scientific name, because it was discovered in Virginia. So a lot of the Native American tribes used to use this plant for various purposes. The Dakota tribe used to carry it around as a love talisman, although today we know that it likely isn't a property of the plant to be an aphrodisiac, that was probably a bit of a placebo effect that the Dakota tribe experienced. It is a pretty plant, you know. Now, the Cherokee used to extract a gum or a resin from the root of this plant and use that as a cancer treatment to help reduce tumors and to help treat a lot of internal cancers as well as external cancers. But a number of the Native American tribes also used to use the same gum as a remedy for craziness. They would actually make an incision in the head and fill the incision with the gum, kind of to help pull the craziness out of your mind. Not really sure if that works today, but if it did, it might help a lot of people we know, right? Leaves and the stem are edible both raw and cooked. And actually, if you steam the stem like asparagus, it's actually a pretty good little vegetable. Now, the edible parts of this plant are the above ground parts. The root is not something that you want to eat on a regular basis. It might be good for medicinal purposes, but might be a little bit too strong in certain effects for it to really be something you add to your diet. Now, the flowers contain mucilage as well, but they do wilt when they're applied to heat or when they're exposed to heat. They aren't really good to use in any formula where you have to cook them. So they're really only edible raw, and they're actually really, really nice to decorate with cakes with and desserts. Now, because they're such a delicate flower, they're also only open until about noon. As you can see, they're starting to close up just a little bit now already. And one property of this plant that could actually save your life one day is that it is a natural radiation detector. The little hairs on the stamens of the flower are usually a bluish purple, but when they're exposed to certain kinds of harmful radiation at certain levels, they turn pink. And the entire flower can start to turn pink if the radiation is high enough. So if you're out hiking and you see this plant and you see that it has pink hairs on the stamen, or it's starting to turn pink, get away from the area now, because there's harmful radiation in that area. Might be the site of a nuclear blast. So thank you for hanging out with me for this little plant talk talking about spiderwort. I'm Leanne from Bat Lady Herbals. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. And if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. If you have any possible requests for future videos, please put that down in the comment section below. And don't forget to find my blog at batladyherbals.com.